Good evening, Facebook family and friends. Here we are tonight. It's Monday evening, 5 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. it's Bulgarian time, and 6 p.m. it's the time from where my guest is coming. Galia Akimova, your well-being concierge. Tonight, my very special guest, I'm going to introduce to you as we're speaking about the Entrepreneurship Worldwide. And this very special lady, Kristina Ercegovic, it's coming from Croatia. Just few words about Kristina, and then I will invite her to the screen. So, Kristina, it's amazing lady. I came across recently her as friend of mine introduced both of us to each other. So, for the last 17 years, Kristina been very active in the business, creating businesses, selling businesses. Only 5 years she's been working for the pharmaceutical company, and from there on until today, she is entrepreneur. She found that this is much better to work for yourself, to use all your gifts and talents and creativities in order to create something beautiful, to boost the economic, and also to help others. And here is Kristina. I'm going to invite her now. She will speak more about herself. As I mentioned, she's coming from beautiful Croatia, still in the Balkans. We're hovering around Balkans. Kristina also managed during these years to write 5 books, and she started with the business. I will leave she to introduce to you, but she started the business in 2002, and she created the first a mystery shopping agency in the Balkans, which is very popular in America, in England, and in the Western world. So that's what she did. And afterwards, she sold the businesses, and she moved mostly into the coaching businesses, the business coaching, and also individuals. And her passion is to help businesses to grow. And that's how she created the business coffee. But more from her now. So, Kristina, I'm going to bring you to the screen. Welcome. Good evening.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for inviting me.
You're very welcome, Kristina. Tonight it's a pleasure you to be my guest, to share your story with our audience, not just in Bulgaria, but in the Balkans, but worldwide also. So why I was so excited to introduce you, because I found that for a short period of time, you've been a very active lady. Do not mention that you have son also, and you share all your duties in between the business and home. How did you make it?
I started my first business 17 years ago. Before that, and after graduating marketing at the University of Economy, I worked for almost 5 years for a large pharmaceutical company. During that period, I spent 1 year in working in Czech Republic and in Poland. I had some problems with my spine, so I had to go on an operation. And after this and during recovery in hospital, I saw on TV a show where one lady was explaining that she's a mystery shopper, that she gets paid to shop. And at that time, I was 26 years old, and getting paid to shop and traveling sounded like a dream come true and a dream job, and I wanted to do it. Then I started...
So you started the mystery shopping yourself?
Yes, I started investigating, but no one actually did this here in Croatia. So I decided to set up a specialized mystery shopping agency, and it was the first one in the Balkans. After 10 years of doing that job, I sold this company. In the meantime, I started what I'm doing now. business cafe events for connecting small entrepreneurs. And I help entrepreneurs to start and to build and to sell their companies. In the meantime, for the short period, I started with a partner, a small business, which we sold very fast. So actually, majority of my career went to Mr. Shopping and now to organizing events and consulting. And
That's amazing.
In the meantime, I wrote 5 books. All of them are on the topic of entrepreneurship. But actually, now the first one was with my colleague about Mr. Shopping. The second one was about importance of customer service and connection with the profits. And
which is very important. I can stop you here about the customer service. Did you find, Croatia is small country, very beautiful, and you're mostly actually your business is coming from the tourism. So you're accommodating tourists from across the globe. And if the customer service is not as good, always the business is suffering. So this is very important actual subject.
Yes, customer service is actually the source of competitive advantage today. More or less, we all have similar products and services at a similar place with similar prices, and customer service is that key point that makes a difference. About the service in Croatian tourism, we could discuss this for hours. I think that we have a lack of people now. And another problem is that, for example, management and investors, they invest a lot in the building itself. So you have a 5-star hotel, but you don't have a 5-star people serving you. So this can bring you a lot of disappointments, but that's another story.
So this is very much a problem in the Balkans, because I can see this in my country also. In Bulgaria.
Yes, but this problem is not simple to solve, because there are many issues. First, lack of employees, then the wrong attitude of management, lack of training, lack of proper mindset, lack of bonuses. It's really not a simple problem, and therefore there is no simple solution. So it takes time.
And that's why the coaches are actually very important. And that's why you spread it in so many different levels with all your experience, starting with the customer service and then building up the business yourself. So you have this knowledge, selling the business is another knowledge. And as an entrepreneur, to start the business from scratch and to grow the business, that includes everything. So you have marketing and economical background, but also you studied NLP, which is helping you with the recruitment, I believe. And also it's helping you when you're helping now other businesses. This is crucial. And that's why the coaching business worldwide, it's growing, it's blooming. And I can see there great needs in the Balkans for that.
Yes, NLP is just one of the things which I learned and which is helping me in my business. But my approach in life and in business, let's say, is combined business, spirituality, and psychology. NLP is just one small part of it. And actually, I'm a more of an advisor and consultant and mentor than a coach. Coaching is also just one of the tools which I use in order to help my clients. But I mainly focus on, earlier I used to work a lot with people who started their own business. I was even a mentor in a TV show and a mentor of many startup competitions. But in the past 5 or 6 years, I focus on those entrepreneurs who are, let's say, 3 to 5 years at least in business. And I help them work smarter. I help them work on their business, not just in the business, because I myself had 2 burnouts. So I learned my lesson, and I try to help others not to go that way, to do it much more smarter.
That it's very needed. And I cut you on the third book. So what the rest of the other books are based on?
What I just mentioned, how to build your business smarter. The last few books are only in Croatian, but you can translate it something like "You're the strongest when you're yourself," human side of business. So the focus is on being yourself, doing on what you're good at, what you love, what you would do even if you don't get paid, and how to build a business smarter, systemize it, hire, attract, and keep and motivate excellent employees, and all these things which mean how to work smarter, not just harder. And we usually all end up doing the same mistake. We want to start our own business because we want to feel free. At the beginning, we are so like when we like when we fall in love, everything will be okay. I will work when I want, with whom I want, how much I want. And then after 3 or 5 years, you just one day you wake up and you see that you're working 24/7, that your clients are sometimes from hell, and that you're just, working, giving, and you just feel, okay, I'm not receiving as much as I'm giving. Something is wrong. There must be another smarter way.
And you're perfectly fitted there in this niche market, teaching that, which is very important, because it is also can be very lonely being entrepreneur and growing the business, working in the business and on the business also. So I've been there myself, so I know the feeling. I do. And it is, you're very right that very often we actually burn out. And of course, everyone is being there, going there. When you have the medium to the larger businesses, it's much different because the matrix is different. The matrix is there, so everything it is established. But when it's the small business or you start to choose yourself, that is something else.
Everyone must first, get to know themselves. Sometimes it is better for us to stay solo, but sometimes it's better for us to grow our business. But we have to decide who we are and who we want to be, and that's how we should develop the business. Like it's not for everyone to be an entrepreneur. Also, it's not good for everyone to grow large businesses, because it is not just everything depends on our personality, on our values, and of course on our goals in life.
It's very true what you're saying. And because we are now in this page, may I please ask you, what will be your advice to people who are fed up working for somebody else and they feel it's a time actually for me with boldness to step in and to do something? What will be your advice? How to start and from where to start?
Well, in entrepreneurship, it's important not to think a lot. Action is more important. So if you feel inside that you have the urge to do something, then, just do it. First, there's so many information nowadays available. In every type of social media. You can read, you can watch videos. There are more than plenty of information needed to start the business. What you don't, you cannot learn everything in the beginning, all 100%, but you can learn enough so you can start. And everything else, what you need, you will learn along the way. So if you feel the urge to start something, then don't think too much, just go. Collect information and go. But as I said, about 3 to 5% people are cut out to be entrepreneur. It is not for everyone. So if you fail on the way, it's no big deal. Failures, mistakes, it's all part of the entrepreneurial journey. And whatever happens, it's better to fail when you are young with less risk, let's say, when you don't have families, when you don't have mortgages. Just, it's if you want to start as
it's less painful.
Yes. Yes, so less thinking, more action.
And what your advice will be for people who are already in the business and they're really feeling, oh my God, I'm at the crossroad, which way shall I take? Because usually the first 2 to 3 years, the new beginners, are facing a lot of challenges and they're about to give up. And usually, this is the critical point in time.
Yes, it's like in private life. When you have when you raise a child, they say that the first 3 years are the most important and the most difficult. That's when you build a business. It takes all your energy, to build something from nothing. My advice would be to stop and spend some time alone and go back to basic. Why did you start your business? What are your values? Because the point of every business is to solve a problem and to add value. So think about what you're actually selling, what are your customers buying. For example, when I sold Mystery Shopping, it was a market research tool. That's what I was selling, but my customers didn't buy a market research tool. They bought a sense of control. So we have to know who is our customer, which problem we solve for them, how do we add value, what is he actually buying from us, what are our values, why do we do what we do. And actually when we are, we all have ups and downs, even in the same day. In the morning you get up and you're so happy to be your own boss. In the evening, so many things happen in life, and then you see, oh my God, what do I need this? What do I need this? And then it's important to remember, why did we start all of this? Because this why is what motivates us and what motivates our customers and everyone else around us.
To keep going. So because we did not put any link how people can connect you, whoever wants to connect you for further advices, how they can find you.
I'm sorry, I have to moving around because I see that my battery is low and I'm afraid that it will all disconnect, and it was in the electricity. There, I have a website.
Yes.
www.KristinaErcegovic.com. So my name and surname and .com.
Wonderful. And also we'll add the link to your Facebook page.
Yes, I have also a Facebook page. It's called Kristina Ercegovic. In Croatian, Spajalica, which means networker, because people call me. I like to connect people. I like to help them. So they call me that they're joking with me that Nokia failed because I'm connecting people now.
So I would like to speak a little bit about the idea of this business cafe, and you to introduce the concept and in the Balkans, because I can see that you're trying to do this network, and I'm very much for the United Balkans. At least we can unite for love, we can unite for business. So yes, please.
In short, Business Cafe are events for entrepreneurs, a very simple format. We invite free entrepreneurs, and then we speak first with one, and then with the second one and the third one. Then we share, so all of them share their stories and their entrepreneurial journey, ups and downs, failures, successes. They speak very openly in order to inspire and motivate other people in the audience who are also entrepreneurs. And in the second part, we give out some rewards from sponsors, and then we try to connect people using some kind of games. So there are two focuses: inspiration and networking. And the main idea of these events is that people must find their own tribe. You know, you are who you hang out with. We all become the average of people we spend the most time with. And as we discussed earlier, it is very important to find people who will support you when you are an entrepreneur, because otherwise you will feel alone. So on these events, you can meet other entrepreneurs. We are running events in 7 countries, in 25 cities. At this point,
amazing, 7 countries.
7 countries, all countries of our ex-joint country and Austria. But we are now concentrated on capital cities, and if you will now ask me if we plan to spread this, I don't know. We would like to, but we'll see if the concept will work in other countries, because in our countries, more than 60% of all business deals are made over coffee or over lunch and dinner. So it's in our business culture to make all these deals, let's say, in informal environment, but it's not like that everywhere. So we'll see how this will go.
Wonderful. So do you have any plans to enter in Bulgaria also, or to offer this concept in Bulgaria?
We offer license. We spoke with some people in several other countries, but still we didn't agree with anyone. But I would very much like to see Business Cafe in some other countries. Why not? Type of partners we are looking for are usually the ones who already have some, at least 3 to 5 years entrepreneurial experience, preferably in marketing or PR or events. That would be, or education or accounting, something like that, where Business Cafe can make a synergy with their own business. So that's the idea.
Okay, that is amazing. That is amazing. So if we can, do something or help just to spread your wings, to your neighbors, that will be amazing. And also, is there anything else you want to add about Business Cafe? Because I have a few more questions before we wrap up tonight.
No, but maybe a note to everyone that is watching. If you are an entrepreneur, work on your networking. Don't just, work behind your computer. Go out, meet people, put networking as something on your list, on your to-do list, on your daily to-do list, to do something about it systematically, not randomly, but, because it is very, very important who you spend time with, and it's very important to spread our network of people who we hang out.
Yes, and who knows you, and not exactly who you know.
Yes, because business is done with people, and networking, by its definition, is a long-term developing relationship. So go out and develop relationship.
Absolutely. And this is actually everything, whatever we do, we need to look at in the long term, because whatever we do, it's just building up for the beautiful tree to grow, and then we start bearing fruits, right?
Yes, and often, me, myself included, we are all very, very impatient. Yes, that's the word, not patient.
Yes, it is. From Lydia, what I have understood, that you're inviting also different lectures to your organized coffee, in the business coffee events. So would you like to invite other international speakers to come and to exchange information? Do you have this practice, or?
We invite only entrepreneurs to the Business Cafe events, okay. But besides that, I'm organizing some conferences, and Lydia is one of the speakers on another conference that I'm organizing. This one is called Love, Kilos, and Money, because these are the three most common problems that women are talking about during coffee. So partnership, relationships, losing weight, and earning more money. So Lydia is one of the favorite speakers over there. But actually on Business Cafe, we already had international speakers as guests, even using Skype. So we are very open to this possibility. We always try to add value to our events, of course.
But how that it's organized, and also, would you like to add this as a link also? If you're looking for speakers in your conference, is it international? Is this in English or?
We have it in the local languages, and in Zagreb, in Croatia, where I'm from, we have a additional Business Cafe event running in English, where we are inviting foreign entrepreneurs who moved into Croatia and started the business here. Because, one of the problems Croatia is facing nowadays is a lot of young people moving out. And when you take newspapers to read, you see all the stories of moving out, and this was bothering me. I wanted to show the opposite stories of people moving in and liking it here. So I started this Business Cafe International, then showing other type of stories, and this goes very well. So we have events running in local languages, and the one in Zagreb running in English.
Okay, so if you eventually wish, we can, post if you wish to invite international entrepreneurs.
Of course, everyone is welcome. I'm always open to any ideas. If it doesn't fit in the existing concept, we'll make another concept. It's no problem.
Wonderful.
And you're all kindly invited to beautiful Croatia. You all know that Croatia coast is the most beautiful in the world. You all know that we have good football players. So Croatia is more or less known for football and tourism. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. So we have not mentioned yet, it's your awards you have won. Is this with regards to the PR business, or it is MSPA?
No, I won several awards earlier when I was in Mr. Shopping Business. I won 2 awards from the Mr. Shopping Association for contributing to the industry. Then I won several awards here in Croatia for Best Manager of the Year. I was nominated for the Woman of the Year. I won. I was also nominated for a Businesswoman Award. But all these awards are, it is nice when someone outside recognizes what you do. But I personally, more important for me is how I feel inside, if I'm satisfied with what I do and with my life in general. That is my biggest award, is when I live and spend time like how I like to. So that's the most important thing for me. But all these outside awards are very nice also to receive.
Well, the awards are recognition of the business, and to be recognized as a person, to be recognized in the business area, in the field where you are, it's very important.
Yes.
Of course, this increases the credibility.
Yes.
But to spend quality time with your loved ones, with your son, with your family, this is the best.
Yes. Well, my son he's 10.5 years old. He is in the phase of not wishing to spend so much time with me. He has other interests. His friends are now on the top of his list. But earlier, of course, was mommy. Totally everything was connected with me. But now I have much more time to spend on business than earlier.
Great. I wish to introduce you because it is a Facebook group which is mostly they're business ladies. They're mostly moms, actually, who are in UK, Bulgarian. And to link you, and particularly with the person who started, there's this beautiful young girl who started this group. Actually, she's into marketing and very, very clever, wise young lady. And there also you can exchange ideas, so we can link, we can make a bridge in between the Balkans and UK.
I'll be happy to help whatever I can.
That is amazing. So I really want to say a big thank you for having you tonight. I just want you to, the final words to spread to the younger people. Always, I'm very much looking forward to the younger generation. What your message will be?
People always ask me that. When I think about it, I think that first it's important to remember that life is too short and we should live it like we want to. Our life, our rules. And the second thing is it's the most important thing is to be happy. And to be happy, in order to be happy, we have to have good relationships with other people, and we have to do some meaningful work. And what is meaningful work? It's only up to us, because something that is meaningful for me may not be meaningful to you. So we must, always start with ourselves and see, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to contribute? And never forget that life is too short and it's not all about work. Relationships are very, very important.
So you put the relationship on the first place because they are one of the foundations. Actually,
no one ever was on the deathbed wishing that he or she worked more. Everyone is always regretting that they didn't spend time with the loved ones enough, and that they didn't work or do what they wanted to do. So spend time, cultivate relationships, and do what is meaningful to you, what fills you up, what is fulfilling for you.
Thank you very much, Kristina Ercegovic.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So Kristina from Croatia was my guest tonight, multiple entrepreneur. She wrote 5 books for the last 10 years or 17 years she's been in the business. She is an NLP practitioner also, but she moved mostly into consultancy and the business coaching. And she's the founder of the Business Cafe. So if you wish to contact with her in the future, please like, comment, put your comments down, ask questions. Kristina will come back to you. If you ask me, I'll forward to her, but I'm going to put the links to her website and it just connect directly with Kristina. She is open. She wants to do the business with you. Please welcome, like and share and put the comments down. It's Galia Akimova, your well-being concierge, as I'm dedicated to show the best in the world when it comes to the entrepreneurship worldwide, but also with the well-being. So tomorrow, stay tuned. At the same time, I'm going to introduce in Bulgaria, in my hometown, Kazanlak, the entrepreneur who started the business with the roses and the herbs, and he made it big. I have not seen him for the last 20 years. Today, I bumped on this gentleman and just understood how much he has invested in this business. And if you do know me, you remember that I'm coming from the Valley of Roses, where we grow the rose otto, where we make the beautiful rose otto oil, essential oil, but many other essential oils also. So please stay tuned. We'll speak mostly from the other side of the well-being. So thank you so much, Kristina. Thank you, everyone, with us, watching us now on the replay later on. Wishing you wonderful the rest of the week. It is East Orthodox. I don't know, Kristina, is this your Easter week now?
It's Easter Monday. Today is Easter Monday, yes.
Yes, so it's Easter Monday. So you're with the Western Easter celebrating. Okay, so the East Orthodox, so which is Bulgaria, including Bulgaria and Greece. I'm not very sure about the Russians, but Macedonians should be the same with us. So it is our Easter week. And today it's Monday, started Easter week. So wishing all the Bulgarians happy Easter, and everyone else happy Easter Monday. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.